For the bona fide acharya, what is of topmost importance is the purity and integrity of the disciplic succession. That means that the position of the guru must be held to the highest standards. If at the time the current guru is departing this world and there is no one who meets the highest standards of bona fide guru in our sampradaya, then the current acharya will not select just any nonsense to fill the post of guru. It is far better that the post of guru lay vacant for years, decades, or longer than to allow someone who is not fully qualified to occupy the post of guru. Not until someone rises up to the strict, pure, and highest standards of a bona fide guru can there be a guru. That is the most important aspect for the preservation of the sampradaya. The GBC argue, as Srila Sridhar Maharaj did, that there just has to be gurus in order to preserve the disciplic line. But that idea is a bogus idea that was rejected by Srila Prabhupada and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta. You can't just call any unqualified nonsense a guru just because you have to have some sort of guru. That is not how to preserve the sampradaya. That will destroy the sampradaya. Putting a weak link into the disciplic succession could totally destroy the disciplic line. Rather, it is the true qualifications of the person who will become guru that really matters. It's about purity. It's about integrity. It's about impeccable high standards. Those are what must be preserved and maintained. Therefore, when Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was about to leave this world and he didn't see that anyone was yet qualified, he selected no one. Even if it would mean for another 10, 20, 30 or more years before a person will manifest their genuine qualifications, whatever, how much time it takes, let it be. But what was of paramount importance was that the next person to be guru has to be 100% fully qualified. And in lieu of this, then the acharya wanted that there be no gurus at all. If they're not 100% fully qualified, then there should be no other guru. The ongoing integrity and efficacy of the disciplic succession depends on the integrity and purity of the gurus who make up that disciplic line. The bona fide acharya would never sanction having an unqualified person pose themselves as a bona fide acharya in our sampradaya. That is what is a grave and most serious violation of the law of disciplic succession. What this means, regarding when Srila Bhaktisiddhanta left this world, is that our Srila Prabhupada had not yet manifest his qualifications at that time, because Srila Prabhupada wrote, quote, if Guru Maharaj could have seen someone who was qualified at that time to be acharya, he would have mentioned, end of quote. So this idea that after Srila Prabhupada departed, that someone had to become guru right away in order that the disciplic succession will continue is a complete misunderstanding. It's wrong. It's a bogus idea that is flatly rejected by our own Srila Prabhupada and by his Guru Maharaj as well. And it needs to be rejected by the GBC. Quote, Sridhar Maharaj is responsible for disobeying this order of Guru Maharaj, and he and others who are already dead unnecessarily thought that there must be one acharya. The post of guru must be held to the highest standard. The integrity of the disciplic succession depends not on this unnecessary and disobedient idea that there has to be some sort of guru, even if he's second class or third class. No, the integrity of the disciplic succession depends on the genuine saintly purity and spiritual prowess of the person who will take the post of actual guru. If there is no one that is yet manifest that high standard of spiritual purity, then for the preservation of the disciplic succession, the post must be temporarily left vacant, even if it is for years or decades or longer. The genuine Acharya, like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta and our Srila Prabhupada, understood this. Unfortunately, Srila Sridhar Maharaj and our current GBC did not and do not. Again, from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Prabhupada writes, quote, when one has attained the topmost position of Mahabhagavat, he is to be accepted as a guru and worshipped exactly like Hari, the personality of Godhead. Only such person is eligible to occupy the post of guru. End of quote. Only one who has attained to the position of a true Mahabhagavat is actually eligible to occupy the post of guru. How did Sridhar's attempt to select an Acharya fail? First, it was doomed to failure because just the act of selecting a new guru went against the instruction and orders of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, his own spiritual master. And in the end, it failed because the person selected as the next Acharya was not a Mahabhagavat. And thus he completely fell down. And in ISKCON, the GBC shared this disobedient and unnecessary idea that there had to be a guru. There just had to be. So they decided that the 11 men Srila Prabhupada had appointed as his Rtvik representatives should become the first next acharyas just to get the process started. And as it just happened, when Srila Sridhar Maharaj and his cohorts appointed some man as the next guru, in ISKCON, within the first 10 years, 7 out of the 11 new acharyas, the first new gurus, were known to have fallen. Hamsadutta became infamously known as the machine gun guru. Kirtananda had become convicted of racketeering, mail fraud, intent to commit murder, and I think child molestation. He was sentenced to federal prison to serve hard time for his fallen and unqualified misbehavior. He also began preaching bogus concocted philosophies. Jayatirtha became the very high priest, the LSD priest, and exposed his actual level of advancement by engaging in LSD-fueled sex roms. Ultimately, he was beheaded by one of his own disciples after getting that disciple's wife pregnant. Bhavananda also fell from grace due to illicit sex. Bhagawan and Rameshwar, both of them just got up and resigned and left. Tamal Krishna, several times the GBC forbid him from taking any more disciples due to his philosophical fall downs. And that was just 7 out of the 11. Harikesh later fell down in a flurry of offensive remarks towards Srila Prabhupada. Satsvarup has fallen down due to having an affair with another man's wife. That leaves Jayapataka and Hridayananda of the first 11 gurus. Many Prabhupada disciples and even his own disciples have claimed that Hridayananda has deviated far off the course in his philosophy at times. And many devotees have witnessed Jayapataka's dark side, even though the GBC may not have called him out, doesn't mean that he wasn't without his fall downs and was far lacking in the qualities of a Mahabhagavat. Srila Prabhupada wrote, quote, "The result is now everyone is claiming to be Acharya, even though they may be Kanishta Adhikari with no ability to preach. In some of the camps, the Acharya is being changed 3 times a year." End of quote. This was 1974 when Srila Prabhupada was writing about how Sridhar Maharaj had created chaos in the Gaudiya Math. Imagine how ironic that the GBC went to this very same person to seek his advice on the same topic under the same circumstances. But while Srila Prabhupada was writing about the Gaudiya Math, it really sounds like he was writing about the modern day ISKCON. And in August of 1976, what Srila Prabhupada said then again sounds as though he was speaking of the current day ISKCON. I will play the recording.
Why is Gauri was fed? Because they try to become more than before passing away, he came all directions. And never said that this man should be the next after. But these people, just after passing away, they began to fight. Who shall be Asham? That is they never thought why Guru Maharaj gave us instructions of everything. Why he did not say that this man, they wanted to create artificially somebody else, and everything failed. They wanted to create artificially somebody else, and everything failed. They did not consider it was common sense that if Guru Maharaj was there to appoint somebody as Acharya, why did he not say? He said so many things. And this point he missed. And this point he missed. The real point. And then he said, let's declare, unfit person, unfit person, to become Acharya, unfit person, to become Acharya. Let's declare, unfit person to become Acharya. Then another man comes, So better remain a foolish person perpetually to be directed by Guru Maharaj. That is perfect. And as soon as you learn the Guru Maharaj is there, now I am so advanced that I can kill my Guru and he'll be gone. Now I am so advanced that I can kill my Guru and he'll be gone.
This is from a room conversation recorded on August 16th of 1976. Those last words are actually very chilling. Again, I will repeat them. And as soon as he learns Guru Maharaj is dead, now I am so advanced that I kill my Guru and become Guru. Then he's finished. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati had just left this world. And so these men considered their Guru was now dead. And then they were so advanced that even if he wasn't spiritually dead, they were intent on killing their Guru so that they can now become Guru.